Tough loss. I thought we had a decent first half. I thought we struggled defensively again to start the game. As the game wore on in the first half, I thought we did a much better job. We gave up 12 offensive rebounds to a team that's last in our league in offensive rebounds. We gave up 35 free throws. That's where it seemed like they scored most of their points in the second half. We're not a very tough team right now. We didn't have one charge. We had 4 attempts at a charge, but we didn't have a charge. Our passing inside of the post is horrendous. Our effort on defense isn't what it should be. We've been preaching it for the last month and a half, but we haven't got a clue yet. So guys think they can just come on the floor and magic happens. Yeah, we got out-rebounded 34-33 to a team that's fairly quick, but not as physical as the teams that we faced. 44% they shot from the field, which is not awful. But down the stretch, the last 5 minutes, we didn't guard the high ball screen well. We pushed the whole game, and all of a sudden, we got caught on that high ball screen a couple times, which we've been doing the whole game. So our execution's not there on both ends of the floor, and we got to figure it out. Now, the only somewhat saving grace after this weekend, if we can find a win at Rockford, is we may have 3 practices in a row, which would be an absolute miracle for us. But the only problem there is we play North Central, who's number 5 in the country. So if we don't figure it out by then, we're in trouble. So.
Well, big key, you had 5 of 7 threes in the first half, and the second half 0 for 9. They just didn't go.
Yeah, we had some looks that didn't drop. We made some adjustments in our offense a little bit, which I thought helped. But you don't defend, you don't win. I mean, it's bottom line. If you give up 84 points, you're not going to win. So whether we make shots or not, we have to be consistent on the defensive end, which we have talked about from day one.
Tim, you had 18 points, 10 boards today, but they were calling fouls left and right. I mean, there was over 50 fouls called today. I don't know how if that changes your approach defensively or not.
I just got to stay in front of my guy. I'm reaching over too much, and they're getting fouls called, so do something about that.
Now, you only had 10 turnovers. But I think the other thing was Stanford, when he got his 4th foul, I think that changed the momentum.
Yeah, it hurt. He's one of our better passers, But it seemed to me like every turnover we had was big. Even though we didn't have a lot, it seemed like, we had Jameson had a turnover on a 3-on-2. We had a couple turnovers in the second half where we threw it inside at people's legs. When it's a close game and you're making some of those mistakes down the stretch, it just maybe it multiplies it, makes it seem bigger. But yeah, some of those turnovers were big. So yeah, I guess we can take a solace out of that. We only had 10, but we just got to do a better job in crunch time and executing. So.
What did they do with Keener differently? He had 2 at the half and 18 for the game.
Isolations. They did a lot of isolations on top, and then we got caught on the ball screen on top. We're supposed to push, and then he was able to get to the rim. We were trying to find somebody to guard him. Jameson had a tough time on him. We put Alex on him a little bit. We put Dale on him. So we had 2 or 3 guys trying to guard him, but still we didn't execute the high ball screen. I think that's what hurt us. And we fouled him. I mean, he had 10 free throws, He didn't make a ton of shots, but he got to the foul line. So.
What do you look forward to this weekend? What do you got coming up?
We got Rockford, we can't sit here and feel sorry for ourselves. We got to get a big win on the road. Rockford beat these guys by 1 or 2. I don't think there's any games in our league that aren't winnable, but we got to find our way. The bad thing now is we lost at home. If we want to win our league, you can't lose at home. So somewhere we got to make it up on the road. Rockford's very similar to Dominican. They're not very big, but they're quick. So we're going to have our hands full there, and then playing Rockford on the road is always tough. Not the best atmosphere in the world, but they're well coached. They execute their stuff. They know who to get the ball to. So it'll be a tough game. But if we can win there, that'd be great going into finals.
It's still early.
It is, you know, I mean, you know, you want to see a light at the end of the tunnel, you know? You know, my biggest issue is, you know, offensively, you know, things are getting a little bit better. You know, we're starting to make some plays, we're starting to do some things better, but the defense is what really worries me the most, you know? And you're right, it is early, you know, only 3 games in our league, but, you know, I want to see a light defensively. You know, that's my biggest issue. So, you know, my hope is we get there. We got to have leadership on our team. We got to have guys fighting, pushing. Like I said, we can't get down on ourselves. You know, it's just tough to lose. You know, it's just tough to lose. These guys feel the same way. You know, they don't like losing either. But you know, we got to take it to another level. Somewhere we got to find a way.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.